Hey Marvel Strike Force, it's been a long minute since we've done a Crucible Defense video. I think I did one at the very beginning of the season when I was really disappointed about Marvel Strike Force and them pulling the two best rooms we've ever had. And I'm back today to do one. And the reason I'm choosing to do one today is we've had at least a little bit of positive feedback in Crucible, and that they finally addressed some of the bugs, hopefully. Um, we'll see how that plays out on Friday. But I wanted to go in and really show you what's going on. They did not fix Room Two's bug. Room Two is still bugged with Kahori. She still double pings on controllers, which can kill them if they're G20. And then she also takes her 4 turns, which is crazy. So 5 with the ult. And so just be aware of that. Room 6, we have no idea if it's still bugged out to the 12 different ways. We'll see. Because of that, I haven't really changed my defense as much. Probably most of these you guys have seen if you watched my original video. But we'll get into it. Room 1, I'm running Liberty. But I'm not running just Liberty. I'm running Liberty Mephisto. I know that's probably pretty strange for most of you because a lot of people like running Mephisto in more impactful rooms. But hear me out. The reason I'm running Liberty Mephisto is Liberty's still a pretty good team, but Liberty needs help. Liberty gets completely shut out by Sinister Six, and you have to stop that matchup because it's just too efficient. It's just Sinister Six taking their turns, obliterating them. It doesn't matter if it's OP11 or OP10 or OP9. Sinister Six still just wins. It doesn't matter. I think last week I had to go at OP11 full Liberty, and my Sinister Six still just kind of went to town on them. I've seen a couple different ways to shore them up, but my favorite right now is the Mephisto. And yes, he is a very expensive character to put in there, but he seems to be doing the job, so I'm going to kind of continue that. I did make him a Raider because of the room rules. I thought that was beneficial because the Raider gets the extra striker attack anyways, so he gets crit and then does the striker attack because they're smeared and bleeds. So that I think that's pretty good. Otherwise, I really didn't change any of the ISOs. I just didn't feel like it was worth the time. Room 2 is that bugged room we were just talking about with Kahori, and I still think Kahori offense is the best way to take advantage of this room. However, I'm not doing it. I have not seen a lot of Kahori offenses. It seems like most people either run Kahori defense or they are using Kahori offense and they go between my room 2 and 4. And because of that, I'm not really trying to counter the Kahori as much as I am trying to counter the Immortal and the Cabal. Because I still see a lot of people trying to find what to do with Cabal. And I see it more and more every Crucible. They don't know where to use Cabal because it's kind of hard. It's getting harder and harder to use that team. And because of that, I've got Kahori as a Fortifier. I've got Skirmisher on North Star and Spider Weaver. And I've got the Emma in here. And I feel like all these characters are essential. Maybe the Spider Weaver doesn't need to be here. I've been using Loki in his place quite a bit, but this is what I'm doing this week. We're going to jump into Toxic next. And Toxic has been a pretty staple room for everybody on what they're using in this room. It's been like that Wanda's Revenge room. And hear me out. I was doing it too. I changed it this week with the addition of Ghost and promoting some more G20 characters. I think Wanda's Revenge perfectly fine. I still think it's probably the worst room we have out of all the ones we have, and it's even worse now because we now have Hitmonkey. At least in the area I play, I get Hitmonkey's not on the free to play yet, but everyone else that plays at the bracket I'm playing at buys characters. So they have Hitmonkey, and because they have Hitmonkey, they can stun Wanda on turn 1 no matter what, if there's a Morgan Le Fay there or not, because he gets 1,000% extra focus. And that makes it so that team kind of just falls apart. You either have to like pre-taunt it, which you could do. You could put like a Sasquatch in there or something like that to try to protect her, to keep that Hitmonkey thing from happening. But I don't want to do that, so I am trying to lean more into something else. I'm using Pav to try to speed up some Orcus characters to try to get going that way. the Nimrod speed and the extra G20 gear. I'm kind of leaning on that crutch instead. We'll see how it plays out. If it's worse, then I will make changes. But that's kind of my plan right now. And next up is my supercharged room. Supercharged was the room they changed after, they took away our rooms to try to make the Starjammers look better. Starjammers are still over the top crazy, by the way. And I copied this room. This is that Thanos room with the Proxima Midnight. She does not need to be big. She is purely here to do a stun, which is why I have her skirmisher. That seems to be enough to be able to stun even level 105 characters. And what's going on here is she's giving speed up to Thanos and Super Skrull. You can give speed up to Gladiator, also good, but I think Thanos and Super Skrull is better. And those two can win against the Mortal even in this stage. I like running the Silver Surfer because on his ultimate he likes to strip charge. Well, that gives you a chance at stripping Storm's charge or even Leader's charge. It can change the outcome of the match. I've also seen people doing the Ultimus there, and that's perfectly fine. I've also seen other uses for Ultimus. I think I have way less use for Silver Surfer, and Silver Surfer has a chance to ruin their day. It's enough for me to want to put it in there. And kind of as you see with all three of these rooms going on, it's not a guarantee that Immortal wins any of these rooms. And that's kind of my goal, is I want to limit your options for Immortal. Cabal, I think, has a little bit better chance in some of these rooms, but you get the idea. And we're on to the last two rooms. The last two rooms are probably my better two rooms right now, and we're going to start in 6. I am not running Odin in 6. I use them on offense. I'm not using Illuminati in 6. I use it on offense. I'm not running... I am running the Nolan 6. But I am using him with APOC and Black Knight and some symbiotes. It seems to be doing good enough to cause an issue, cause a ruckus, and for that reason I'm happy with it. I don't know how it's going to all function. There was a lot of bugs around APOC as of last week. We'll see if they're still here this week. I have no promises. I don't know what they've fixed and what they haven't. The only thing I've heard they've fixed is the APOC ultimate, which didn't work already in this room with the way I was playing it. So we'll see how that goes. Room 5 has probably been my best room so far, and it's not because this room's amazing, because it's not. Mutant characters put defense down on the end of turn, or all characters put defense down on the end of turn. Mutant characters heal themselves. Well, here's what I've been running. A bunch of villains with Leader. I've been doing Omega Red Phoenix Force with 3 other villains and a Phoenix. This room seems to be troublesome enough that it makes people overreact or underreact. It's done both. It's just kind of the wild card that catches people off guard, and I've really loved it. And as you see, I've got 2 G20 characters in here. It seems to do enough. So I'm very happy with it. And I've got some weird ISOs going on, Raider, Shadow King, Striker on Omega Sentinel. I'm just trying to do as much as I can to make an interaction. There's no protector in here, so Omega Red also fills speed bar, so there's some of that going on also, so he kind of goes fast if you don't deal with that, which also can catch people off guard. So there's a lot of trying to catch people off guard with weird stuff, and that's just kind of been the name of the game. I don't even know how 6 is going to work out. I'm still kind of curious on that one. Just to show you where I'm at, I have Old Timey in my bracket out of the content creators. I don't see anyone else that I really recognize. I'm kind of like in the mix with all of them right now. I'm Masters 3 2015, and I'm sitting at 148. From what I understand, a bunch of the content creators are like right in here. I think like Mobile and a bunch of them are like right here. Dostier's in here, Mobile's somewhere around here, Snow's on Alliance Mate, there's Mobile. So yeah, there's a bunch of people. So you know, that's pretty cool. Hopefully, maybe next time I'll get matched with some of them. If you guys like this kind of video, you like seeing my defenses, come thumbs up the video, come like and subscribe, come help me grow the channel so that I can get to more people. I've got some more content planned, guys. If you haven't seen it yet, I've got Xavier videos that just came out. I've got things talking about overpower, and I've got a big one planned. I want to talk about the whole game and how I improve it. If you're interested, please come thumbs up the video and come follow the channel.